So I'm here with Allegra at Mill Mountain Coffee House, and I've met this young lady several weeks ago, and I was talking to her about the Walk of One Nation. I'm leaving in 10 days to complete the Walk of One Nation, going from Oklahoma City to San Diego, and I asked if we could ask her the first question of the walk, of the rest of the walk. And the question is, what can we do about the divisiveness in our country?
Well, you did not tell me that you were going to be asking me any questions. I think education, starting at a very young age, is very important to be able to provide future generations with all the tools necessary in order to get this country off to the right start. And I think in order to do that, you got to start from a really young age. Even before kids are in school, you should be talking with your parents, and your parents should be raising you up, talking about all of the issues that are in the nation at the moment. So anything in the world that they can possibly think of, they should be talking to you about from a very young age, and that should be continued throughout all years of school, elementary, middle, and high school, which should create a passion and a drive for kids to be pursuing that in the future. And I think that starting with a baseline education at a very young age, you will be able to find people that are passionate and willing to create the change that they're looking for in the country.
So you think education is one of the keys, or the key?
I think it's the key.
The key.
I think it's the most important one.
And do you think in the last 3 years things have gotten better or worse?
I don't know. I think there's a little bit of both on either end. I think some things have gotten a little bit better for sure.
Okay.
But I also believe that in terms of the education system and in terms of financial security for the youth and people under the age of, 25 or so, financial security has been a little bit lower. So I think some things have been negative, and I think some things are definitely going in the right direction. We've been getting a lot more steps forward in the correct direction for LGBTQ rights. We've been getting a lot of steps forward in the right direction for Black Lives Matter and Black history and all that kind of stuff. There's been steps in the right direction for all of that, but there's also been steps backwards. You've been seeing riots, and you've been seeing fights breaking out, and you've been seeing government scandals and all that kind of stuff. So there's a little bit of mishmash in both, and I think you're going to find that in every election in the country that happens every 4 years. You're going to find things that are good, and you're going to find things that are bad. And I don't think that there's any straight line to be able to ascertain for sure that the country will be 100% on the right track with one presidential candidate. I think that it's small steps in the right direction, because every couple of steps forward, you do take a step back. And I think that's around where we are right now. That makes sense.
It does. Very good. And you okay with me putting that on the website?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you so much, Allegra.
Of course.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
It's been
and
lovely.
Thank you for the interview.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.